Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Watch safety three, watch safety three.
They'll run on first down. Moore. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 82 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
On the ready. 48 to Mike. Here we go. Hey, Orbit.
On first down, Lynn. And his throw here's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Johnson, the intended target. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change. And at least...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check 9, check 9. Look at me, zipper. Switch.
From the gun, Lynn going up top. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to run now. They had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the 1st quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot correct.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
It's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd down now. It's Ward, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Ward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a 1st down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
It's going to be a long day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Got it. 51, Mike 51.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Mike 48. Mike 48.
Ready? Off play action. Lynn. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Bravo. He's trapped. Go. 48's the mic. Check. 48's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball. Get it.
On 1st and 10. Lynn. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike 48. Mike 48. I'm trying to collect.
Snap. To throw again. Lynn. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this 1st half, but he's got a 1st down here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
48 Mike. 48 Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lynn. Bryant has it.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw. Lynn. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down. It's Ward, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Ward. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They're going to look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll run on 1st down. More. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. So left side, it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Ward. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to pour one over his head as this game progresses.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Hey, exit.
To throw on 2nd down. Lynn, he's going to walk one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're starting through 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is fielded at the 7. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches pretty.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Box drop. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Lynn. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but first and 10 here.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
X3, 218, chop it. Hey, Delta. That's just me and you. Get it.
The final shot before break. Lynn looking left side, and it's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within one score and striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you've worked on all week long.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, Charlie.
Second and 6. Forced out to his left. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 37. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, zoom. Five.
From the gun. Lynn. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Hey, Echo.
Back to throw. Lynn. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Throwing on third and long. Lynn going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
That's it.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has an altar when he does.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
8, read. 5. Mike 48, Mike 48. Check. Big grip.
Throwing on first down. Lim. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out, try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He's going to fire one deep over. And got his man complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down in inches. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Lynn. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Set, ready? Recon, 132 fighter. 60 outlaw. Clear. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Get it.
On first down, Lynn. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lynn. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things they consider safe.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's some guys, there will be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
48 Mike, 48 Mike.
Hey, high 7, 5.
On 1st and 10, Lynn. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10. And nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey!
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48. Right?
Be careful. Be careful.
Operating from the gun. Lynn. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun. Lynn. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping, it was just slumbering a little bit. But
and now here's another interception. Picked off at the 30. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lynn, and he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Off the play fake. Lynn. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
30 base.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's go. Get set. Now.
Throwing again. Lynn. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw. Lynn. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lynn. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off play action. Lynn. And the pressure gets to him again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Let's go.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Okay, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. 2nd and 15. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
He's coming. He's coming.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 4 yards out, the Bills will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.